Alright guys, this is the last video you gotta watch this week of me teaching, I promise. So go ahead and, hopefully you have your note packets already. If you don't, go ahead and pause the video. Let's pass out the note packets. They're in the same place on the filing cabinet. Make sure everybody's got them, and then we'll get started again. So if you don't have them, let's pause it and pass them out. Otherwise, let's get rolling. Okay, so a starter here, find the slope of the line connecting the 2 points. So we're going to plot our 2 points. 2, 6, so over 2, up 6, and 9, 1. I go over 9 and up 1. So we can tell already that this line is going down, which means it's going to be a negative slope. We need to count how far down did I go. Well, I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my rise was a negative 5 because I went down. My run, how far over did I go? Run's always positive. I went over 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my slope is rise over run, or negative 5 over 8. We always reduce our fractions, but that one's already reduced. We don't have to write it as decimal. The fraction is fine. So the slope of that line is negative 5/8. That's what we did yesterday. Now, that process of finding slope can be really annoying. Okay, so let's say I wanted you to find the slope of the line that covers the points. Let me see so you can see 1, 16, and 5, 40. Why would that be difficult using a graph? Think about that for a second. The points 1, 16, and 5, 40. Why would that be hard? The points are very far apart, right? Over 1 up 16, and then over 5 up 40. I would need a really big graph to do that. So there's another way we can find the rise and run. So let's take a look at this. Let's say you have 2 points. x1, y1 is 1 point. The 1s are just a way to name it. And then x2, y2 is the other point. If I wanted to find the rise, or how far apart the y coordinates are, we are going to take the second one and subtract the first one from it. Make sure this is in your notes, guys. This is super important, this part right here. The rise equals y2 minus y1. The difference in the heights. Okay. Same thing here. Oop, this is a typo. To find the, cross out rise, and let's write run right there. And cross out y and put x coordinates. So to find the run, we need to find out how far apart the x coordinates are. So the run would be the second x coordinate minus the first one. That's super important. Okay? The run is x2 minus x1. So the slope is the rise, or y2 minus y1, over the slope, over the run, x2 minus x1. This is the big idea for today. This is huge right here. That needs to be in your notes. Slope, or m, equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Make sure that's in your notes. Let's look at the example. Given 2 points on a line, you can find the slope using this formula. M equals rise over run, so the difference of y coordinates, y2 minus y1, divided by x2 minus x1. So let's look at our picture. My points are 3, 1, and 5, 4. The difference of the y coordinates is going to be 4 minus 1 is 3. And the difference in the x coordinates, 5 minus 3, is going to be 2. I can do that in any direction that I want to. I could do 5 minus 3. Oops, nope, sorry. Y's have to go on top. Rise over run. 4 minus 1 over 5 minus 3. Or 1 minus 4 over 3 minus 5. Those are the same thing. On this one, do it in green, I get 3 over 2. And on this one, I get negative 3 over negative 2. Well, a negative by a negative is a positive. That's still 3 over 2. So it doesn't matter which direction. As long as the y's are on top and the x's are on the bottom, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's try one. Find the slope between the 2 points using the slope equation. Let's write it down. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is x1 and x2. Sorry, x1 and y1. This is x1 and y1. This is x2 and y2. So let's plug them in. The rise is going to be -3 minus 6, and the run is going to be 2 minus -5. So my rise is -9, and my run, 2 minus -5 is like 2 plus 5, 7. So my slope is -9/7. My slope is -9/7. Okay, we can check it with the graph too. -5, 6, right there, and 2, -3. I'm going to have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's -9 down. And over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Makes sense. Okay, so the last thing on the first page, checkpoint, I want you guys to try both of these. So let's pause the video for a couple minutes. Right here, again, is the really important formula for finding slope. Go ahead and try both of these, then graph them and make sure it works. So let's pause it and try them. Okay, I hope you're back. Let's try these two. Rise, 6 minus 5. My run is going to be 6 minus 3. That gives me a slope of 1/3. Rise over run. Okay, if I plotted it, 3, 5, and 6, 6. I'm going to go up 1 and over 3. Same thing, okay? The second one, my rise, 4 minus -3 is 7. My run, 0 minus -2 is 2. Double negatives mean plus, right? So my slope is 7/2. Let's plot them. -2, -3. 0, 4. I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's my 7. And I go over 1, 2. There's the 2. Okay, I know I'm going fast, guys. When I get back on Friday, we'll go through this together and we'll make sure that we all know what's going on. This is super important stuff. We're going to be doing this for the rest of the year. Plus, this is exactly what you're going to start out Algebra 1 with next year. So it's really important that we have a good idea of how this works. The whole purpose of the pre-algebra class is to get you guys ready for Algebra 1 so you can all get A's in Algebra 1. This is where that starts. Okay, so let's turn the page. The slope equation is especially useful for large numbers or decimals, where graphing would be very difficult. See if I can move this out of the way here. We're going to leave it. You guys can have to trust me on what it says. Okay, so let's try to find the slope here. We're going to want calculators. Make sure everybody has a calculator, please. You should always have one when you come into class. So the rise, 220 minus -20 over the run down here is going to be 50 minus, oh, I screwed this up, so you got to be careful, guys. I just made a mistake. Did everybody catch it? 220 minus 130. I was grabbing a calculator off my desk and I went too fast. Over the run, which is 50 minus -20. So in the top, I'm going to have 90. And in the bottom, I'm going to have, that's a plus now, right? When I have a double negative, 70. I can divide them both by 10. I get 9/7. Over here, we got decimals now. 28.8 minus 16.8 over the run, 8 minus 4. So in the top, 28.8 minus 16.8. Grab your calculator, punch it in. There's no reason to try and do that in your head. It's going to be 12. Right? Double check me, make sure I'm right. And 8 minus 4 is 4. 12 divided by 4, hopefully we all know that that is 3. We always, always, always reduce our fractions. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay? Your turn. Same thing. There's two pairs of points. I want you guys to try them on your own. So let's pause the video, take 3 minutes, and try both of those. I want everybody to have answers. We're doing the rise over the run. Go ahead. Okay, let's go through them. I have 430 minus 90 divided by negative 30 minus 10. That's going to be 340 divided by negative 40. If I divide those both by 10, I get 34 divided by negative 4. Divide those by 2, and I get 17 over 2. It should be negative overall. I can move that negative to the top. That's totally fine. Either one is fine. 17 divided by negative 2, negative 17 divided by 2. We'll talk about that on Friday when I get back too. And the other one, 12.3 minus 12.3 over 9 minus 6. We get 0 over 3. So my slope is 0. That's a horizontal line. Remember from yesterday? Horizontal lines have slopes of 0. Last question. I'll turn you guys loose here. Elevation measurements were taken at 2 points on Mount Helena. Use those points to calculate the slope of Mount Helena. There's a nice picture of Mount Helena. Mine looks a lot better than yours does because yours is in black and white. Mine's in color. And then here's a little map that we drew. Okay, so 2 measurements. The 2 heights. Elevation is a height, 4341 and 5468. They were taken 8,372 feet apart. Okay, so my rise is going to be 5468, the tallest one, minus the shortest one, divided by the difference in the distance, the run. That's already been done for you. You don't have to calculate it. It's 8,372. Okay, so on a calculator, we're just going to do 5468 minus 4341. That gives you 1,127 divided by 8,372. So then we divide that by 8,372. Guys, this is all calculator stuff. Down here, 1127 divided by 8,372 gives you 0.1346. That's not a very big slope, is it? That means that Mount Helena isn't very steep in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you just ran straight up it, you might say this is a pretty steep hill. But in terms of slope, it really isn't that steep. Okay, I know I went really fast. I'm sorry. I didn't want you guys to have to stare at a video for any longer than necessary. Make sure your notes are filled out. If they're not, ask for help. We can move the video back, rewind it, pause it, replay it, whatever it takes. You guys should have plenty of time left to start working on the homework. We're going to go ahead and write that on the board for you in a minute. It should be day 8 on your homework sheets. You turned in day 7 today. You're going to turn in this one tomorrow. We're going to give you guys a little bit of break from working on this stuff tomorrow. I'm not going to say what that is yet. You will find out tomorrow. And then I'll be back on Friday to help go over any of this and clear up any confusion that we had. Okay? So go ahead and get started on the homework, guys. And I will see you on Friday.